Imperatives.
Open your books. Don't use your phone.
We use imperatives to give instructions and directions. We form positive imperatives with the infinitive without to.
Go straight on.
We form negative imperatives with don't and the infinitive without to.
Don't park there.
Be positive.
I am Katie. She is Jess. We are friends.
The positive forms of be are am, is, are. We use be to name people and things. We usually use full forms in formal writing and contractions in conversation.
I'm Katie. She's Jess. We're friends.
We form be positive sentences like this. There are full forms and contractions of be positive. The apostrophe in the contractions replaces a missing letter. For example, in I'm, the apostrophe replaces the A in am. Be negative. Questions and short answers.
We are American.
We are not British. Are they tourists?
Yes, they are.
We can use be to talk about nationalities and descriptions. We usually use full forms in formal writing and contractions in conversation.
We're American.
We aren't British.
To make the negative forms of be, we add not. There are full forms and contractions of be negative. Note that the contraction for I is different from the other short forms in be negative. To form questions with be, we change the order of the words. We put the verb before the subject. When we answer a question, we often use a short answer. Here are the positive forms. Here are the negative forms. We can put question words before the verb. Have got, positive and negative.
Mike has got a brother. He has not got a sister.
We use have got to talk about possessions and family relationships. We usually use full forms in formal writing and contractions in conversation.
Mike's got a brother. He hasn't got a sister.
We form have got in the positive like this. There are full forms and contractions of have got positive. To make the negative forms of have got, we add not. There are full forms and contractions of have got negative. Have got, questions and short answers.
Has she got a piano?
No, she hasn't.
Has she got a guitar?
Yes, she has.
We can use have got to ask and answer questions about possessions and relationships. To form questions with have got, we change the order of the words. We put have before the subject. When we answer a question, we often use a short answer. Here are the positive forms. Here are the negative forms. There is, there are, positive and negative.
There's a door. There isn't a balcony. There are some cats. There aren't any people.
We use there is and there are to talk about things that are in a place. We use there isn't and there aren't to talk about things that are not in a place. The positive forms are there is, there are. There is has a contraction. There's. We use there is plus a or an with a singular countable noun.
There's a door.
We use there are plus some with a plural countable noun.
There are some cats.
The negative forms are there is not, there are not. There are two negative contractions. There isn't, there aren't. We use there isn't plus a or an with a singular countable noun.
There isn't a balcony.
We use there aren't plus any with a plural countable noun.
There aren't any people.
Present simple positive.
Rosie walks to school. Her friends walk to school too.
We use the present simple positive to talk about routines or things which are always true. We form the present simple positive like this. He, she, and it verbs all end with an S. Here are the present simple spelling rules for he, she, and it. We add S to most verbs. We add ES to verbs ending in O, S, X, CH, and SH. We change verbs ending in Y to IES after a consonant. We don't change Y to IES after a vowel. Be and have are irregular verbs. Present simple positive with adverbs of frequency.
Amy never wakes up early. She's always late for school.
Never and always are adverbs of frequency. They say how often we do something. Always and never are adverbs of frequency. Usually, often, and sometimes are also adverbs of frequency. These adverbs of frequency have different meanings.
Amy is always late for school. She usually eats cereal for breakfast. She often goes swimming in the afternoon. She sometimes plays volleyball. She never wakes up early.
Look at the position of adverbs of frequency.
I never eat meat.
We usually put the adverb of frequency before the main verb. Look at the position of the adverb of frequency with be.
Simon is always hungry.
We put the adverb of frequency after the form of the verb be. Present simple negative.
He speaks Chinese.
They speak French.
He does not speak French.
They do not speak Chinese.
We use the present simple negative to talk about routines or things which aren't always true. We normally use full forms in formal writing and contractions in conversation.
He doesn't speak French.
They don't speak Chinese.
We form the present simple negative with do not and does not and the base form of the verb. There are full forms and contractions of the present simple negative. Present simple questions and short answers.
Does Harry play chess?
Yes, he does.
When does he play chess?
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We use present simple questions to ask about routines or things which are always true. To form questions in the present simple, we put do or does before the subject. When we answer a question, we often use a short answer.
Do you play chess?
Yes, I do.
Does he play chess?
Yes, he does.
Do they play chess?
No, they don't.
Does she play chess?
No, she doesn't.
We use question words to ask about different types of information. We use what to ask about things. We use where to ask about places. We use when to ask about times. We use how to ask about the way people do things. We form WH questions in the present simple like this. We form WH questions with he, she, it, like this.
Can, can't for ability.
Can you sing well?
Yes, we can!
Can he play basketball?
No, he can't. We use can to talk about things we are able to do. We use can't to talk about things we are not able to do. We form sentences with can and can't like this. We use a verb after can and can't. It is the same for all subjects. We make questions with can like this. We usually answer yes/no questions with short answers. Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are things we can count.
1 apple. 3 bananas.
Uncountable nouns are things we can't count. We don't use numbers to say how many.
Rice. Water.
With singular countable nouns, we use a or an or a number.
There isn't a strawberry. There is an apple. There is 1 apple. There are some bananas. There is some cheese.
We use some with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns in positive sentences.
We don't have any oranges. There isn't any bread.
We use any with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns in negative sentences and questions.
Are there any onions? Do you have any juice? There are a lot of apples. There aren't a lot of pears. There's a lot of cheese. There isn't a lot of bread.
We can use a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns. We use many with plural countable nouns.
There aren't many grapes. Are there many blueberries?
We use much with uncountable nouns.
There isn't much juice. Is there much cheese?
Present continuous, positive and negative.
Maria is wearing a hat. She is not wearing a coat.
We use the present continuous to talk about things happening now. We form the present continuous positive like this. The present continuous positive has full forms and contractions of the verb be. We usually use contractions in conversations. We form the present continuous negative like this. The present continuous negative has full forms and contractions of the verb be. We usually use contractions in conversations. Note that the short form for I is different from the other contractions. Here are the spelling rules for ing forms. For most verbs, we add ing or ing. For verbs that end in e, we remove e and add ing or ing. For verbs that end in one vowel and one consonant, we double the consonant and add ing or ing. Present continuous, questions and short answers.
Are they eating ice cream?
Yes, they are.
Are they sitting on the beach?
No, they aren't.
We use present continuous questions to ask about things happening now. We form present continuous questions like this. When we answer a question, we often use a short answer. Here are the positive short answers. Here are the negative short answers.
Present simple and present continuous.
I usually go to school by bicycle. But today I'm going by car.
We use the present simple to talk about routines and habits and things that happen all the time. We use the present continuous to talk about an action happening now. With the present simple, we can use time expressions to talk about frequency.
Always. Every day. Often. Usually. Sometimes. Never.
With the present continuous, we can use time expressions to talk about now.
Now. At the moment. Today. This week. This month.
We form the present simple positive like this. We add s to the verb with he, she, and it. Remember that with some verbs we add es or ies.
Finish. Finishes. Relax. Relaxes. Do. Does. Study. Studies.
We form the present simple negative with don't or doesn't. We form the present continuous positive like this. We often use short forms, especially in spoken English. We form the present continuous negative like this. We often use short forms, especially in spoken English.